and holy shit, she fucking loves it.
Spider virginity.
She lost her spider virginity.
Spider vagina.
Technically, if you follow all these artists on Instagram, you basically got the art book, but like it's still nice to have a physical
It's nice to have the
copy.
physical copy, yeah.
So you can touch it.
So yeah, if you want to know like the 2 things I want for my birthday, Brian, it's the thing I sent you, and that.
Well, you're getting.
I'm just saying.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm just saying. If you want to give me anything, you totally give me this, or you give me the Bebop figure.
I'm gonna get you the Bebop figure.
Hell yeah! I wanted the Bebop.
You're gonna get
figure
that Bebop figure.
There's a Bebop figure.
If I can swing both, I'll get you both. But you're definitely getting that Bebop figure regardless.
I love you.
I love you too.
There's a Bebop figure.
Too many words. Where's my art?
Just like, this is all.
I didn't come here to read. I came here to see art. Damn it.
You know what? The reading parts are actually good in this book, though.
I'm sure they are. I don't know.
We want pictures. We want pictures.
I like seeing the thought process.
The thought process. Is this shit live? Like, oh, it's working. All
There
right,
are
so
production
somebody's
babies, and there are some thought processes.
send me
aren't
the
there?
link real quick, right
Only
quick,
Amanda heard me. That's
What?
okay.
Right quick? Sorry.
right quick. Send me send me the link.
I got you right now.
I'll tell you what.
What?
So we back at it again.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Back to it.
Sean got a haircut. Brian says you have to get a haircut.
Yeah, some scam artists run some barbershops in this fucking city.
I'll do it right now.
Oh
I
my
tried to
God.
cut his hair. It wasn't fun.
Let's take you to Vegas.
$28 to get a buzz cut. What a scam.
Bitch,
I paid $30
I get $30 just to straighten my shit.
That's
Yeah, I also paid $30 for a
Your
haircut last
haircuts
year.
are a scam.
Right? That's why I'll just let my
$50
shit
for a
grow.
blowout.
Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
I'm gonna go back all the way to Staten Island just to get a haircut. 'Cause at least on Staten Island, a buzz cut's $15.
I mean, I go back to Jersey
Yeah.
to get my hair braided.
I went to 4 different places today on the way here to try and find some place to get a haircut.
From the dorms is 15.
We're going to the dorms.
Did
after
you
this.
didn't
It's
like
probably gonna be
yours.
closed.
I know it's gonna be closed.
No, the last time I ever got like a haircut, I think I've said this story before, but I'm gonna say it. Like, I went last summer to this place that I would always go to get my hair done. I did it for prom, for like graduation, freshman, middle school, whatever. That's where I would normally go. But the woman that originally does my hair wasn't there. So when I went in, I was like, hey, can you cut my hair a certain way? They looked at me and they were like, we can just cut it. And of course, my dumb ass was like,
Yeah, that was a warning sign.
I've only had my hair professionally done 3 times in my life.
really?
2 were by people who were of ethnic, and the first time was not a good time. I told my mother specifically, it's like, hey, I want somebody who's black or Dominican in my head.
Right.
Period.
In my head.
She took me to the whitest place
No.
on the East Coast,
Oh,
Fair Lawn,
no.
New Jersey. And there were 3, all I remember were there were 3 white women in my hair, confused. And like, I had 10 bobby pins in the same spot, and it was a mess. And I was like, do y'all need some help?
Oh
And then
my
when I left, I
God.
started crying because it was just a shitty
I
experience.
would have cried too.
How
Like-
did they get their
like-
license, man?
Like, everybody in there had straight hair.
Yeah,
You know,
you should
like-
have to deal with multiple types of hair.
And I
You
screamed
wanna
at
get,
my-
like a beauty license.
I screamed at my mom. I was like, I told you, take me somebody black or Dominican, specifically Dominican, because I know that they have my hair texture regardless.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well,
And,
it's like, whenever I go, I get, you know, it doesn't matter who it is, people like the texture of my hair because it's thick, it's curly, and it's kinky all at once.
Mhm.
But I do specifically remember after this, the woman refused. I was like, can you please cut more in the front? Because the back was shorter than the front. And they were like, no, it's not going to match your face. And they wouldn't let me leave unless I paid them. So when my dad picked me up, he wasn't mad at me. He was mad at the place because they didn't let me leave till I paid them. So I felt like an idiot, and I had to blow my hair out for like the good portion of the summer for work. So
Yeah, having ethnic hair. It's not shit, but it's just a pain in the ass
it's
to
even worse when you
maintain.
go to like a majority white school and then you get, can I do your hair? I had some little shithead try to braid my hair once and like
You're like, good luck.
Right.
Good luck, sis. If you can untangle it with your bare hands, go ahead. Go ahead.
Finger to tangle.
Figure the tangle. Shit. All right, we didn't even do an intro. Welcome to the podcast.
What's a cold open?
Cold open? Yeah, cold open.
Hi.
It was number 5. Number 5, murder my brother.
I want to get my hair cut like short.
Again?
Not even that short. And they're like, oh, but your hair's so pretty. Fuck off. That a few times today.
Your hair is so pretty, Sean.
It's just when it's long. I'm just like, I don't want to cut it.
But we miss Harry.
Yeah, now you look like Gory.
Oh,
Did we talk about this?
No.
No, we said this in the group
Oh,
chat.
yeah, y'all did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably
Did you? I missed it then.
It's
I missed it.
probably like
so fast sometimes.
like you're like, oh yeah, I finally showered or some shit. Like all the fucking hair is not tickling and
Oh, yeah.
itching no more. I remember that vividly. That was funny. But we're back. We weren't here last week because we were all doing respective things. Sean saw Mean Girls, the musical, on Broadway because it was a Wednesday. He wore pink.
Hell yeah.
And then me, Brian, and Cheryl, we saw Us, and then everybody else had things to do.
What did
Yeah,
I do
high five.
Wednesday?
I actually didn't really
Yeah.
have anything to do, but I worked on things.
Yeah, same.
So y'all
You're a good
still
noodle.
got
All
productive.
good noodles.
Everybody did something.
I was in a onesie, so I guess that's productive. That's
Yeah.
actually a typical Wednesday for me.
And you were in a onesie when we got home.
Yeah.
Hey. That's how it works. That's how you do.
But yeah, Us was a great movie, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna wait till everybody sees it.
Thank you.
We'll give it a month before we start getting into some deep spoilers.
Yeah, once there's like fucking analysis videos and shit from motherfuckers. who
Yeah, like I
spent
said, we're gonna give it like a month. We're gonna give it a month after its release, and we'll get
because
to
we
like.
practically like debunked everything.
Oh yeah, like,
on the way home.
the bus ride home, we pretty much debunked it.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I won't say I have one problem with the movie, but besides that, it's
if
a
you
great
watch
movie.
it the same way I told you how to watch Get Out, it's you're gonna catch
Which
everything.
way was it? I'm sorry.
Like notice, like pay attention to literally everything.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I guarantee
Still does
you,
it.
yeah, I guarantee you, nobody here will have the same problem I had with it because this is how I'm wired. But it's a great movie.
Okay.
I strongly suggest it.
But like then there is like we considered it a slight nod to Get Out because like a scene where they eat Fruit Loops. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just
That's
dry,
like-
dry,
dry
Fruit
Fruit
Loops.
Loops.
Dry
I heard
Fruit
you guys
Loops.
pointing it out with pizza.
Because I was like, if this kid has a glass of milk next to him, I'm gonna flip my lid.
15 minutes towards like the end of the film, Brian turns to Cheryl. He's like, I don't think this movie is connected to Get Out. And if you've seen the movie, you'd laugh because it's definitely just.
Yeah, that's not
wow.
a spoiler. Like,
It just
Yeah, no,
it's not connected, and there's no.
It's
It's,
completely
no,
different.
Yeah, complete
brand
own
fucking new.
own movie. Nothing connected.
It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, well, I'm excited. My parents really want to see it.
Hmm.
My little sister's like, I don't know, it looks really scary. I'm like, all right.
It's not scary at all. Like if you like those fun, kind of campy
Psychological?
slasher films.
Slasher. It's a fun slasher flick.
Oh my god.
It's got some like deep rooted old school like slasher vibe
Yeah.
to it.
Like it's a
Which is what I think it's what made me appreciate the movie more. Is like it had a really fun slasher vibe to it.
Peel really likes the 60s, 70s horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really seems to nail that role really well.
because he did the Stepford Wives and this one. I don't know. It's all over the place. I'm not gonna talk about it because I'm
Not
gonna
in a
say
bad
something.
way. It's not all over the place like in a bad way.
It's all over the place, but it's good.
In a
Like,
good way. Yeah.
If I were like to say what it reminds me of, it would spoil the movie kind of.
Okay.
But we're just gonna not talk about Us for the rest of the time because I want to spoil shit.
I'm
about
sorry,
Exit.
I'm like a delicate flower when it comes to scary shit. Like,
It's just like if you watch like Friday the 13th or something, you'd be fine.
I've never seen what Friday the 13th.
Have you seen any horror movie?
You suck.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
What the
I
fuck?
love Night
How have you not?
Nightmare on Elm Street is fine.
It's okay.
Especially
We
the
have
first one.
different tastes.
I guess.
Come on.
no, we just he said Cheryl. Oh, we all have different tastes. And me and Simi at the same time went. I guess.
It's a beautiful thing.
If you've seen a Five Nights at Freddy's live stream, I think that.
Yeah, like basically,
Okay.
it's not that scary.
Can I just tell you one thing? That because I don't like animatronics in general, when that fucking franchise came out, especially the third game, where my dorm, like in high school, I lived on in the middle, on the bottom floor. So I always had to double check, because I was afraid some animatronic was gonna run out and like kill me.
So no animatronics, no clowns, no mimes. We're on different sides of the spectrum.
Yo, shut up! Okay, first of all, clowns are fucking creepy as shit. I hate them with a bloody passion. Period.
I don't
They're
hate
just
them,
doing
hate
their
them,
job.
but they
I don't
freak
give
me
a
out.
damn.
They have that's their job.
freaked me
Yeah,
out.
I love clowns.
Thank you.
Are you the clown aesthetic Instagram account?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Are you
Yeah,
an
don't
advocate
you-
for clowns this episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we haven't done the intros.
Oh
Yeah, we haven't
god.
done
We-
it.
should
This
we
is
just
the longest cold open.
Yeah. I guess we should let's just jump right
So I'm
into
gonna start
it.
from my right, and we'll end with me this time. Because we always start with me. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hi guys, I'm Sumi Cruz. Follow me at Captain Grizzly with an IE at the end on Twitter, Instagram, and that's pretty much it.
Next.
I'm Amanda.
Closer.
Yeah.
It's just so hard, isn't it? Life is just so hard.
I know.
Sean, get your turn.
Don't make me kick you.
Oh my god, please, Daddy. Shoot.
Shit.
I'm Amanda.
Oh my god.
I'm
My Instagram is Daydream Nightma.
Any word on the Tumblr?
No.
Can we get your Tumblr on the last show?
No.
Oh my god, what is this and why do I love it so fucking much?
I know, I love that page.
Creeps me out.
I love that. I love that.
I want that shirt. I will hunt
Literally,
that
her
shirt down.
shirt.
Literally just this computer on it.
I love it. I want it now.
Sean, your intro?
Oh.
This is the best part of the art book is the fucking Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen is clean. So.
Thank
Hello.
you. You're right.
It's Sean, resident Disney file and Smaster.
Smaster?
Oh yeah. Okay, real
I
quick.
got pins too.
No, hold on. Before we continue, so for my film, I've been using smears, and I've been asking him for tips on how to use them and shit like that. So,
Use them for one frame and one frame only.
no, I know, but like,
Sumia.
well, yeah, I was just asking, but like, our TA started calling him the smear master, or the what is it, the smaster?
Smaster.
So, Sean's the smaster because he loves
Apparently.
smears.
Smears are fun.
They're
shit.
so much fun.
I love
Oh
They're
my
much
God.
better than thirds. Like,
Fuck theirs.
cause like it
Fine.
it's like pops when you use thirds, but if you use a smear,
It's
works.
It's so nice.
That's why it's
Ah,
they're fun.
they're fun.
They're fun. All right, we got.
Wait, I didn't say my Instagram.
Oh, you took too long.
Fuck
At
you.
Baron Von
Now the
Artist.
moment-
Okay, bye.
Ew. The moment's gone.
Don't worry.
Hey everyone, my name's Cheryl. I'm Neat Comet on Instagram and also on Twitter. So, like every week I come back to the show, I'm like an advocate for so many things. It's a really hard life to be. I have to juggle so many things. But this week, there's been a cross-section of things that have been going on. You got Avengers and you got, I watched Us with, Kiana and her boy. And now we have the clown conversation.
I have a name.
Oh, we're gonna introduce yourself. We're the number one boy. So I decided that, I'm gonna be an advocate for clowns this week, but I want to go a step further with my advocacy. I'm going to reach out to Jordan Peele himself so that he can make a horror movie
About
on clowns,
You ass.
animatronics, and also connect that somehow to Avengers Endgame.
Yo,
Thank you.
suck
Yo, how
my
fucking
dick.
cool would it be if he did It? If he was in
Okay.
charge of like the It reboot?
No, he's redoing Candyman.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
that.
Jordan
Candyman
Peele
fucked
was
me up as a kid.
I hate Candyman was boring to me.
Well, first of all, I'm black, so like
I
that
get
was
it.
that was the
Yeah.
representation I needed when I was little. I was like, oh my god, a black dude slashing up white people. This is whoa, what kind of
Great,
movie is
it's a
this?
fantasy.
Oh my god. Don't let the white folks know.
The
Oh,
way
that was
God
a joke.
intended it.
Oh my god.
Alright, you,
Your turn to advertise.
These motherfuckers.
the dad of the group chat.
Hey, I'm Brian.
Unofficial.
I'm reading the Spider-Verse art book.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Sean. And by reading, I mean just looking at the pictures and ignoring any words.
That was me reading manga for like
Yeah,
the first 2 years of my life.
that's really about
How
it.
did you get through Homestuck?
I.
Homestuck it's the devil. I tried to read Homestuck.
tried.
You honestly.
Okay,
It's
you know
just
what?
trash.
Let's take the
That
last
says-
30 minutes for a Homestuck explanation.
Let me just say this. Everyone
That's
says
that's
they
half
read
the
it.
show.
Oh, wait, the last...
Okay,
Huh?
let me explain real quick.
Wait, what did you say?
What's Homestuck?
Homestuck.
Is it
Homestuck.
Like,
It's like a really shitty webcomic.
I can do
basically, it's about kids that destroy the world with a fucking game by the help of trolls and shit like that.
Okay.
All I can say is just skip to Act 5. That's where
it.
shit
Do
gets
not
good.
skip to Act 5.
Skip
You
to Act
are
5.
going to miss a lot of the context. You're going to read through Acts 1 through 4 just like I did. So you can
Okay, we
Act
get
5.
you suffered and so did I.
How about I just
Sit
not read
down.
Homestuck?
Yeah,
That's not an
Thank you,
option.
Amanda.
that is a
That's
total
not
option.
That is not an option.
I'm fine with
Fan
that.
of Homestuck, don't read it.
I'm
sorry.
That's what I say, but if you are, you have to...
No,
get-
the fandom is the reason why
You have to
we have
combine.
certain rules and cons. Okay?
Don't spin in buckets,
Buckets.
kids.
Don't
Anyway,
spin buckets.
Next, it's your
I
last
remember hearing like
Hate.
horror stories about people getting like beaten in the head with a metal bucket.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I introduce myself?
Yeah, no.
No.
No? Alright,
Homestuck.
so we're gonna move on. Cause I'm nothing.
That's Kiana, the Yankee Doodle on Instagram.
Lucky that was made of paper.
Well, we're now rebranding this podcast. Welcome to the Friends podcast.
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna just explode and
Oh, no.
never return. Because y'all just abuse me. Y'all use me for fucking joke fodder. That's all I am to you.
We use these
For character development! Anyways, I don't even know what the fuck we're gonna talk about this week.
Well, how about we talk about your new Smash main?
So after Brian beat me maybe 20 times in Smash, I won twice.
Woo!
Which means a lot to me. Alright? He reached a point where he was like, "Are you alright? Are you okay? Are you mad at me?" And I didn't respond because I kept pushing the plus button, and those who don't play Smash Plus is just like how to just go to the
ready
next
up,
one.
basically, and like I'm just sitting there, just kind of wiping the floor with her for like what felt like 6 hours, but it was probably like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was fun at first, and then after it just became awkward silence of just the sounds of King K. Rool smashing a small 8-bit man into the ground. It wasn't fun anymore.
I'd watch that.
Then I almost broke my Switch. Cause like
She did. She almost snapped her Joy-Cons in half.
no, I almost broke the Switch.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Like I held it, and then when I lost, I felt something go like this, and then like I stopped myself because I'm like, that's $300.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
So
Actually, were you playing like with the Joy-Con attached to the
yeah, like
Oh,
like the way
okay.
I was just like,
We were playing online for some weird reason. I don't know why we were playing
I
online.
don't know.
Didn't you just do local play?
I don't
I don't
know,
know.
because it was in the. I was already doing online matches, and then she just made a room and is like, just join. I'm like, I'm right next to it, but okay.
But I'm surprised you picked Mr. Game & Watch of all people.
why?
I don't know. I don't.
He's the only character that's like default black.
Is that really the only reason?
What about Donkey? All right.
Don't you dare.
You can leave.
The door is that way. Don't ever.
Don't say that,
Don't
Joe.
ever. Don't
Don't say
ever.
Blackest Smash character.
Lil Mac?
Stop.
What? Is it Lil Mac like actually Hispanic or something?
I don't know.
I think he's
I think
Hispanic.
He's Hispanic.
Boricua?
Because he's technically. Well, no, he's not the American.
Why people
Because Super Macho Man's the American.
What is he? What is Lil
I think he's Puerto Rican. I want to say he's like Puerto Rican.
Sorry, got a little happy there.
Like without a doubt, I'm pretty sure Lil Mac is Hispanic.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I like Mr. Game & Watch. I don't know why. He just works for me.
Understand.
He's an interesting character to play.
Apparently he's E tier, but like I don't really give.
Oh yeah, I told you several times. Well, actually, so's King K. Rool. He's actually been.
I don't like King K. Rool.
He's Italian American.
Oh.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Damn. Oh well.
So
He's just
close.
white.
He's just white. Yeah.
Just like
He's
tan.
white, but like a little bit of.
He's olive.
This
Thank
is
you.
the Ariana Grande conspiracy.
Oh no.
Wasn't Ariana?
She's also
Grande?
white.
She's also a white woman. I thought she was
It's not
Hispanic my
really
whole life.
conspiracy.
Yeah,
They
all
have
did.
pictures. She literally just looks dark, like darker.
We don't talk about
Spray
Ariana
tan.
Grande on my podcast because I don't like her.
Oh.
Moving on.
Yeah. No, I mainly main with Ness, but like I can't play Smash for my.
Fire!
Well, no, don't do. Okay, first of all, I can't play with my mom in the room because she can't stand him because he goes PK Fire or whatever, right? Or I used to love playing on the Wii because when you press, you hear Ness, okay, and I love that shit.
Okay.
with passion. But I can't play with my mom in the room because she will literally get up and leave because she can't stand him going PK Fire or whatever.
You just be downbeat.
So-
I just main a bunch of heavies.
See,
That's all
well then
I
I
do.
just told her I'll just use Lucas because his voice is less
I
annoying.
wiped the floor with Wario when I was playing today.
Oh.
That was fun. I just kept throwing the bike at him every time he tried to get back onto the fucking platform.
Wario's
It's like,
disgusting.
get down!
Fox is top tier again, and it scares me. Yeah, he's top tier now.
Hiya!
He's like S tier, and it's scary. Well, actually, they did nerf that about him. They nerfed him so he would shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not like in Melee where it's like, hiya, hiya.
Or, like, top
Come
tier,
on.
Top tier matches are just
Come
like
on.
a high, like rapid fire.
Yeah, it's just
stream of
all of like Fox's screams, but also the clicks of like GameCube controllers.
Yeah.
I just love that Caleb City one.
Oh,
Hiya!
Oh god.
I love terminal montage whenever he has Fox in a video. Whenever Fox would moves, you would just hear aggressive clicking of like a GameCube controller.
Okay, just
I don't like
move.
Maine because twinks are nice.
I mean, I stand Link.
I beg to differ.
Twinks are pretty
Wait,
sweet.
just normal Link?
Yeah, normal Link.
Okay.
The other two are like 12. Come on.
No, not that. That's what I mean.
Oh.
I meant you use just normal Link.
I use the other ones occasionally. I actually do
I
like
hate
how
Young Link.
I like how Young Link plays.
Yeah, of course you do, because you just play Young Link and you fall asleep.
Same.
You just hit B.
Sean,
You
is that
win.
you? Sean, is that you?
Wow, that is me.
What?
No, the young Link just falls
I
asleep.
mean, you still gotta follow people around and actually hit them.
I know,
You can't kill with the
but
arrows.
he's so brain dead compared to the other links.
None of the links, like, I don't think you can kill anybody with their arrows. Like, it takes a long time.
Toon
And,
Link
like,
is
good,
cute. I
good
like
timing.
I like Toon Link a lot.
Sean's
I'm
final
excited for the
smash
new
is Peach's
what you call it too.
You just dance and make people fall asleep.
Yo, Cuphead on Switch.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Cuphead on Switch.
Well, there's
Yes.
that. For me, it's that and Skullgirls. And
Yeah.
Skullgirls too.
And
Yeah.
another
Have to get
Shantae
that.
game because I love Shantae.
Yes, Shantae. Yes.
Wait, you're. Oh
Yeah,
my
I love
God.
Shantae.
Yes. Sorry, Sorry.
She looks really cute.
Yeah, they're making a new one.
Big.
So excited.
Yeah.
I low-key just like, because I just got mine.
And Borderlands 3.
I don't play Borderlands.
I'm so excited for Borderlands 3.
Yeah, the only one in the room who plays Borderlands so far.
Tomorrow.
So far.
So I'm planning on picking it up because my sister loves it. He loves
You'd
it.
probably love the art style.
No, I've seen my sister's
Like
played
if I can get if I can snag like a cheap second PS4 controller, we can probably play it together.
Dope.
Yeah. Unless you want to start with the first one.
I don't care.
We'll start with the second one. We'll start with the second one.
I'm really like contemplating like just ordering the Skullgirls thing now as we speak.
Pre-ordering it? Yeah, me too.
I have Skullgirls.
No, the one that's coming out for Switch.
Alright.
I play it on
That
my
comes with the
phone.
vinyl.
Oh.
I'm actually holding off on buying any Switch games until they announce these two new models that they're apparently making.
For what?
Really?
So they're apparently making a cheaper but just portable one. So it's like they're making like a just portable version. That's supposed to be like $100 cheaper. And then they're apparently making like an upgraded Switch.
Where it just like makes the screen a little bit bigger and then there's another button.
Well, no, because what they said was they want to make a new Switch, basically with better specs.
A waste of money.
Which for me I would probably sell my Switch to get that. I think it'd be pretty fucking worth it. Because they want to put a bunch of these new AAA games on there, and they would need to make a stronger console. Because there's no way in hell the new Mortal Kombat is going to survive on the Switch. That's supposed to come out along that. That game's gonna run like doo-doo garbage on the current Switch.
Well, I really don't have another $300 or so to drop on a whole fucking system. Whether or not I sell my Switch, you know.
You're not gonna have to worry about it though.
Why?
Because it's probably just gonna be like 3DS and the new 3DS.
Yeah.
You'll be able to play.
Yeah, but then like there was still things that you could do on the new 3D. Like that was different because there was like better specs with the new 3DS.
Yeah, but there were like 2 exclusive games for the new 3DS. The rest of them were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Xenoblade and. Actually, I think it was just. Xenoblade.
I think it was just Xenoblade. No, I don't even think Xenoblade was.
Like you could play.
They had some virtual exclusives. Like I know you could Super Metroid, Earthbound, Donkey Kong Country.
Look.
And Link to the Past were a new 3DS exclusive. So I don't think they're just going to make like a new Switch. I think they're just going to make a cheaper Switch and then an upgraded Switch.
So basically the 2DS and the new. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if this new Switch was like $150, $200. We might be looking at AAA console range. If it's true that this is an upgraded Switch, $350, $400.
Not worth it. Sorry.
No.
It depends what the specs are looking like.
I'm not even.
If it can run like, it depends on what the specs are. Yeah, like if it can run 1080, 60 frames per second, then that's kind of fucking worth it. Because a lot of the games that they're trying to put on the Switch are not going to run on the current Switch.
I just want the 2D animated ones. Not rumor,
because Cuphead's on Switch, so it's basically true that Xbox is integrating with Nintendo now. Microsoft and Nintendo are integrating. Like they're going to integrate like their on Xbox Gold, and if that's the case, we're going to be seeing a lot more AAA games appear on the Switch.
The Xbox just got like nothing at this point.
But here's the thing, though: if this team up happens, they can really dominate the market. What?
No, Griffin posted her like a sound design project.
I'm scared.
Where we redubbed the King K. Rool reveal trailer.
He showed that in class.
Oh, he
It was
did?
so funny.
Oh,
It wasn't. I
Lord.
don't think it was done though.
No, me and Steven are
Aren't you
redoing
happy that you
it.
could like give input into the conversation and just sit there quietly like you normally do?
Well, no, because the video game industry is something I'm quite passionate about, and I know a fair amount on.
Yeah, we just animate and then game on our free time, which is basically almost never.
I came on the ride here. I got.
Well, you have like a commute, like
It's like an hour.
an hour,
20
which I
minutes.
get here in 15. Like,
You live here, so.
you
I
live
live
upstate
in. I
New York.
literally. I'm gonna fight you.
You live in upstate New York.
It's
Anything
not
past
upstate.
Yonkers.
No, anything past Westchester. When you get to Dutchess County, is upstate New York.
Nah,
I-
Westchester.
Upstate is farmland.
Upstate
That's
is
what upstate is. Upstate isn't the suburbs.
I do not agree.
Upstate is when
Past
people-
Yonkers is upstate.
No, anytime.
Upstate is where you find the Trump supporters.
Sorry, the minute
There's
you find
Trump supporters like
Dude,
below.
In Staten Island.
There's
Staten
more-
Island is the
there's
devil.
more of them up north. Like,
As people who live in Westchester, we can fully say that's not upstate. I went to school near upstate in Poughkeepsie.
upstate is like
Poughkeepsie.
empty.
I hate that place.
It's Chance the Rapper. That was the first thing I noticed when I saw Spider-Verse. I was like, oh, it's Chance the Rapper.
But when I saw it, I literally thought, I was like, oh, Keanu would love that.
I did. I loved it. I saw the pink. I saw the blue, and I was like, I have that poster! He hangs above my bedside and watches over me as I sleep.
Just looking at what that's
Sounds a lot creepier when you put it that way.
Shit, he used to hang over the TV. Shit, and then that shit fell down.
Are the ghosts gone?
No!
They're
They're
still
not.
there?
This motherfucker keeps seeing shit in the middle of the night, so I take down my Better Off Dead.
It's because you had a poster in the shed that like looked like a silhouette.
That's hot. God.
It's just-
I'd wake up in a daze and I'd see the poster like form like a silhouette, and I'm like, I'm dying tonight.
You wake up and you see
Wish I was-
the
every time
menacing figure of Spike Spiegel in the corner.
Every time I spend the night, you're
See, believe it or not, that doesn't scares me as much as it should.
A giant ass Snorlax and a grown ass man painted on my wall. Don't scare you, but a poster does. Heard you. No, we took it down. It's okay.
What?
What? You blanked.
I think I just went to like another universe because I froze for like 2 seconds.
So that universe have clowns in it?
No, it didn't have clowns and it didn't have you, so it was heaven. I mean,
Yikes.
I love you.
It's a universe where you can drink glasses of milk all you want.
You just came for your life. What?
Sumi, is your whole family just watching it?
I don't know.
Your dad was, hello, Mr. Cruz. Hello, Miss Cruz.
Why are y'all so uncomfortable?
No. It's like your dad said not too bad of a commute, just not actually repping Hell's Kitchen NYC. Just saying.
Oh, they were interested. Mom's working, dad's chilling. I mean, why not?
Let's go Yankees. Shit, I didn't get the tickets.
What happened?
Because one, I was really, really broke at the time.
Oh.
And two, like, the taxes were just as much as the tickets themselves.
Oh.
So basically it was like double the price.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But like still like $6 for a ticket isn't bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Especially they were like nosebleed seats and I really wasn't gonna sit for a game. I was gonna walk around the stadium.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad it didn't work out because, like, I know I said I would go with you, but
You didn't want to go.
I fucking hate baseball.
Really?
It's so.
Yeah, seriously.
I know.
Her name is the Yankee artist.
But once again, like, we talk about baseball occasionally.
I wear the same outfit every time I go. My Derek Jeter jersey, something navy blue, my jean skirt.
Like,
And my
it's the
titty.
same thing. It's
I
the
wear
same.
my dad's jerseys, honestly.
I put the same effort into her interest in baseball that she puts into my interest in wrestling.
I'm really trying. Yourself
And
watch
the same thing, like,
Did
if
y'all hear that?
No.
Cheryl said that bowling is the same as baseball. All
I'm gonna
sports are the
stab
same.
you. How dare you?
yeah, how,
Anybody can play bowling though.
how
That's true.
How
baseball.
dare you? Bowling is
Do you
way
watch-
more exciting.
Do you watch professional bowling? Is that what you're saying?
My parents are all professional, or my grandparents are all like professional.
Okay, but that's
Yeah.
everything.
I didn't know that
Oh,
about you.
like-
That's cool.
The local high school
Like,
that we have
it's a
a
heavier
league.
ball.
They had a bowling
Big
team.
bowling.
My school high school had a bowling team. I almost joined them, but my father wouldn't let me.
Of course.
It's all play ball. You play ball.
Play ball.
You lost
Play
privilege.
ball.
No, I played softball for
Should
like.
carry on the
Ah.
legacy.
I played
Why has it
softball
always
for,
been
like,
this sensitive?
I don't know.
It's
They
all
never.
for
They
class.
never.
I like to pick up everyone.
Alright, I guess, yeah.
School of Visual Bowling.
If you can see it, you can believe it.
I bowled when I was a kid.
I used to bowl
I had
every year
a-
for my birthday, and then my father stopped celebrating.
The only thing I
birthdays.
remember about it was I had bowling. I had two bowling jerseys. One with Mickey Mouse on it, and the other one was a.
Sean nods in approval.
It was a Mickey Mouse one, and I had a Simpsons one.
Oh.
It was Homer. What the hell's his name? His two friends.
The black guy.
The black guy and Mel.
Okay.
Mel, I think it's Mel.
I'm a
Lenny.
black guy.
It's Lenny.
I'm a black guy.
Lou's the black guy?
Yeah.
Okay, Lou and Lenny, yeah.
I would want.
And it was like them on like bowling pins and said pinheads on the back.
I would want.
It was blue and I loved it.
I would want Fred Flintstone's bowling jersey.
I would want Fortnite. I'm sorry.
I want Fortnite bowling ball.
I used to love bowling as a kid, though.
Me too.
Like
Me
it was
too.
the best.
Then my parents made me play soccer and I wanted to kill myself.
Aww.
The only memory I have of me playing soccer is literally me picking up dandelions and walking over
Yo,
my coach.
same.
We all live the same life.
I'll do you one better. My favorite memory of soccer is
Was
when
the
it was
snake?
pouring raining. on practice day, and they made us play. And I was the goalie because I never wanted to move. And I'm just standing there in the ring crying. Because I did not want to be there. I hated soccer, and it was raining. So in my head, it's like, oh, it's raining. We don't have to do soccer. But we fucking did.
You know what? I can admit, for one thing, I played softball like 10 years, and there have been times where it would like snow, hail, or something.
You
and
keep
the rule
playing.
Was, yeah, the
Yeah,
rule
keep
was
playing.
unless we heard thunder, we would keep playing.
Wow.
So like I have this like memory of high school, I think sophomore year, and mind you, I hate playing shortstop with a passion, and so I'm sorry, too much responsibility. I can't do shortstop.
You had to cover
put me
second
on
and
third,
third.
put me on third, second, or first. I cannot do shortstop.
Why first? First is like one of the worst places. First is like
But
prime.
That's a bit of an easier job, honestly.
But it's like prime real estate for like where the balls go most of the time.
Balls head the other way.
You
They
sure?
usually had what?
Some-
Field.
Balls.
Anyway, no. There was one game where it like first of all, both of our coaches were like on my team and the other team were like, oh, this game's gonna get canceled because it was pouring rain. And the ump walks over and he just kind of taps the field and is like, we're still playing, the game's still on. So we played an entire like 5 innings, I think, and it wasn't until the pitcher on our team, the ball slipped and it nearly hit the umpire that he called the game off. And there was no reschedule because the other team was losing horrifically. It was,
That's dope.
well, no, they were really bad. You want to know what the score was within the first 2 innings?
9-0.
29-0.
Damn.
It was,
Jesus.
they were really bad. Like, it was one of the worst teams. And they had to add this, there's something, you know the mercy rule, right?
Right.
For anyone that doesn't know, the mercy rule is if you get 10 points by the 5th inning, game automatically ends. Or 10 or more. So, but the problem was because they had to add an extra rule that if you get 20 points by the 4th inning, game automatically ends. Because this game kept going,
Yikes.
and the first 2 innings was like 2 hours.
Yikes.
So, I mean, I hit my first home run off that team, so I felt great. But it was like the ball was the slowest thing. People were like standing there with the ball. Here we are, like making our way downtown to home. Like
Walking fast.
they were
Chases
really
past.
easy.
Taking things inside
Well, my
his
coach-
ass.
Coach started taking out like our
I
best
know.
players and put the weaker players in.
Hey, hey, hot stuff. You've been on the bench all season. Think today's your day.
It's pouring rain. Nah, man, it's your time.
Believe me on this one, kid. You know, you've been pouring water cups like a champ. But today's your day. You know.
It's basically just water, boy.
I mean, I've taken injuries. Like, I've gotten hit in the mouth before by a softball during practice.
I used to love fucking playing baseball. I was the only girl who would like play with the dudes because I was that bitch.
Hey.
But I would always, because I was like basically a tank, I would always play pitcher.
Ooh.
And like I was always team captain. For some reason, I was able to like have the best
damn.
fucking team. Because I love like the statistics of baseball because I love numbers.
Yeah.
But you know, I understand baseball is kind of boring
It
unless
is,
it's
yeah.
like a rival team.
I went
or
to
there's a
one-
fucking
Or
fight.
if it's like quick pace.
If there's a fight too, with all the teams come out, and it's just like,
That's the best
like
thing.
fucking 30 motherfuckers fighting at home plate. That's fun.
That's the best.
Like, I'm not a big sports guy. Like, football, okay.
Eh.
Hockey, yeah. Wrestling,
hockey.
yeah.
I'm usually just baseball, honestly.
Um,
I grew up with it, so I'm kind of like baseball. maybe soccer.
basketball.
Gymnastics is interesting.
I
huh?
grew up
When
with-
basketball gets to a point where it's like 102 to like 200,
They
I'm
have
like,
257 on this team, 230 on the other. Who's gonna get it?
I don't care.
basketball should have a goalie. Just have a dude with a stick who sits up,
No!
who like stands above the hoop, and he just like has to hit it out of the way.
Bullshit.
No! 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 That'd be perfect.
Basketball would be more entertaining if the entire court was made out of trampoline.
How about just every single sport just has a goalie for no reason? Like baseball, someone's running to home, just some motherfucker shoves the guy out of
So
the
he's just
way.
like punching
Yelling,
out. No!
bowling.
Just combine, let's just combine hockey and basketball and just have them beat the shit out of each other.
No, what if they play basketball on ice, no skates?
Yeah.
No.
That'd be funny.
LeBron James just falls on his
Dies.
LeBron James.
I like hockey because hockey at least breaks out in fights.
I guess.
Hockey's brutal.
Curling?
Hockey's too aggressive.
Curling?
Curl, you don't fuck with curling.
I don't fucking like
You don't
curling.
fuck
That's
with
a
curling.
waste of a sport. We talk about. I'm sorry. Fight
We talk about like I think
What?
it's
I'm
no
okay,
rugby.
Sean.
I'm thinking rugby. You don't fuck at rugby.
Wait, y'all
Oh,
don't
rugby
dying,
is
right?
dangerous.
Like people think hockey gets rough. Like watch rugby.
Rugby is literally football with nothing, like, you have no protection.
Yeah,
Rugby-
no support, no
Rugby
nothing.
is just like, hey, we're gonna throw a ball out into the field. Just go beat the shit out of each other for like 3 hours.
It's like that one game they play, I think in
Sounds like a nice
Spain,
time.
where like the goal is just like to get the ball by any means
The
necessary.
goal is to not die.
Yeah.
Don't get concussion by the end of the
Ooh,
game.
You know what sport is very interesting? Ultimate frisbee. My high school.
Yeah.
was, like, they were known for I think 2 or 3 years in a row. We were like the undefeated like champions or some shit like that. Then all the seniors graduated. We were fucked. But
They should add wipeout to the Olympics.
Screaming.
I love that.
Wouldn't that make the Olympics a lot more
What
interesting?
happened?
Wipeout.
Dodgeball.
I don't know.
It's still going on.
I have to rewatch
Foursquare.
Dodgeball.
I love that game.
Let's add Foursquare to the Olympics.
That's what. That's
Cherry
like
bomb.
Oh my god! Oh shit! Yo!
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I would be the
What
only
about
bitch who can
wall
play that
ball?
game. Alright.
Oh no!
Like I said,
Welcome to the nostalgia portion of the Yankee and Friends
I was the only
podcast.
vagina on the whole team for handball, and we played a very specific way. Like if you hit the ball and it bounced like a million, like we had a pretty big courtyard. So like let's say like this, like imagine like a football field type of thing. So one end is the fucking ball, the wall ball or whatever. The wall for the ball, whatever. And then if this shit bounces all the way to the other side, you gotta throw it from where you stand.
Yeah,
Wherever the fuck
we
you
did the
pick
same
it.
thing. Yeah.
I was the only bitch who could throw it from the other side of the fucking playground, no problem. I'd be like, yeah.
This bitch empty. Yay.
Yo, shit. Ooh, I would play that shit.
I hurt
again.
my arm once doing that. Like it was a small distance, and you'd think I've played softball for years that it wouldn't hurt me.
The best part of wall ball was when a motherfucker missed. And you had the ball, and you waited for that fucker to get real close, and then you just beam that motherfucker right in the back.
Yes.
And then you just watch them like, who cares?
I got in trouble once for doing that, like during recess in elementary school, and I had to sit on the wall. So that kid like just made fun of me for the rest of recess.
I remember like
No, they got beans.
I hit a child square in his spine, and he had to go to the nurse. Because I didn't play. Then there was a time when I almost hit somebody in the head, and like he ducked just perfectly, and also as perfectly, it like the ball phased through the fence, and it like went and like hit a window across the street. Like I threw that hard, that motherfucker would have had a concussion.
You would have died that
Oh
day.
my
He would
god.
have died instantly.
I see you, man.
I
How
didn't give a fuck.
how intense were your schools with like kickball? Because
Oh, I
I know
was- We just like kicked a ball across.
no,
Like,
I
there
mean
was
like
no
making
kickball.
teams and stuff. Like
I
know
was
for-
never last.
Everybody
Oh
wanted
no,
me
I
on my
wasn't
team.
either. Thank God.
Like, I looked like I cared enough, so I was not last.
Well, you had to. For me, it
I
was like
was
you had to
not
look
last.
cool. You
I
had
was
to,
always
like
first
Karen.
because like, oh,
Right.
Kiana's big. You.
I was just like I like kicking. And
I hate
that was
those
it.
like
Kicking.
I
I was just
I
kicking.
hated when they bunted. That was the most annoying
That was
stuff.
dude, bunting in any sport pisses
Right.
me off. I had to
It's
learn
like,
bunting for
but-
softball, and they're like, "This is required." I'm like, "But y'all put
Dodgeball
me in
was-
the fourth slot. What the fuck? I'm supposed to hit."
I'll never forget my most heroic moment in middle school was when we played dodgeball, and I was the only person left on my team. But like we played in such a way where like if you got out, then like you would go to the other side and then hit them from the back, and like
Oh.
but like all the really good players would like get out on purpose so that way they could do that. But since I was the only one left, like somebody, so like there were 3 people on me, one dude I didn't like specifically, and 2 other people, and they all threw at me, and I did something. And I just like, yeah, I matrixed that shit. I like phased through the 2 balls and then caught the one by the motherfucker I didn't like.
Ooh.
And then I landed on my back and it was so fucking majestic, you know? like that was just like fucking, I heard like camera shots, and then I like slide like 2 feet. And then I held it. And I was like, I caught this shit. I really did that. And then like everybody on the other side was like, yes! It was so fucking beautiful,
My
man.
middle school didn't have dodgeball. We had what was it called it was bean pin dodgeball or some bullshit like that.
Something to replace dodgeball because dodgeball was hurting motherfuckers.
Yeah,
You know, there was always that one
that's a-
kid who got beat right in the square in the face and would cry, did that long cry.
I don't cry, but I get beat. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't cry, but I'm always the fucking fat white kid
No, but
that
then-
just ping right in the fucking face.
But no, when they cry, they gotta do that pause.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, we played with like the rubber and the softball. The softballs, like we like dug holes into them so we could
Yeah.
get better, and then we would like.
All the guys in my school went way too hard with that. Like if they hit somebody, it would make like a smack noise with the foam ball.
High school senior dodgeball should be fucking illegal because they should basically just give those kids fucking rocks at that point because they're out for blood.
There's always those 4 or 5 kids who are like going way too hard.
That are just
and
like
Especially final season, all that pent up stress.
yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, what about y'all play capture the flag?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I played that
I
mostly
don't
at
know.
camp.
Didn't
Oh
have
my
capture the
god,
flag.
dude,
Like I said, I'm a tank.
Just
so I'm
just
slow.
just for the record.
Well, I mean,
Just for the record, since the middle school, I've always skipped gym, and it was fine. I had to take a Saturday class for gym.
Senior year,
Because I failed the
did,
period of
fucking
gym.
Morning gym and
Oh,
all.
I didn't
miss it that much.
Actually, no, that was
Yeah.
junior year.
I didn't have to do it past.
I hated gym.
Senior, we had to do gym.
I would do
every
gym
year.
the same
Oh,
shit.
wow.
You want to know what I did in gym?
Senior year, I did cycling,
When I
which was
went?
interesting, at least.
Like, my
Yeah,
teacher
I
would...
got
Oh, wait, look
go
at
on
that.
a bike. So.
I only had to do it freshman year.
Wait, weight training?
No.
Oh, in my high school, we didn't have.
Oh, fuck weight training.
I love
That was the
weight training.
worst.
I would just go on the leg machine because I could use my phone, and then I ended up leg pressing fucking 700 pounds.
Senior year, my senior and junior year of gym, no, my junior year of gym was a fucking blessing.
Yeah.
Because my gym teacher didn't give a shit. And senior year, just didn't give a shit. I went and was like, hey, what's up? I'm here. I sat in the corner and I played my 3DS for like 25 minutes till the bell rang.
Yeah, my teacher wouldn't let me do
Your
that.
periods are
It'd be
25
like you have to do some kind of activity.
Like 24
and I'd be
minutes. No,
Yeah.
I think they're like 34 minutes. I don't
And
remember.
walk around the edge of the gym because my teacher required me to do some kind of physical activity.
I would just play extremely defensive basketball because I said I'm slow. I'm a tank, but I'm very fucking slow. So
My high school, we didn't have gym, so it was like every semester you have to do a sport, and it was required for you to pass all your. Well, hold on. It was required for you to do at least one team sport, and you didn't even have to actually play. You just.
What do y'all sound like the bird from Aladdin? I don't know who she's referring to.
Damn. All right,
Brian,
Leslie,
say something.
pop off.
My clitoris!
Their parents are watching.
Holy fuck, is this wrong? I'm like spitting everywhere when I do that voice.
You know what?
Protect the art book.
My mom.
Oh,
probably,
yeah.
My mom's
It's
probably
It's out of the
like-
splash zone.
My mom's probably like in her. Be like, what was that? It was like, Mickey, you can't sue.
Yeah, Mickey, you can't sue your wife for being extremely silly.
No.
No, she's fucking goofy!
She's fucking goofy. I'm like, oh,
Oh, they need to make a Mickey Mouse short out of that.
Donald, you look like damn!
Holy Donald, you look like this! That was such a weird fucking show.
What happened?
You see that one where it's like, oh, Mickey, you're here early. Yeah, I'm totally obsessed with you. What a weird show.
I love it.
I love it too. No, it's great.
It's like the equivalent of the Looney Tunes show.
When,
Yeah.
when Disney wants to get weird, they do it so well. When they really want to get really weird with shit, they do it so well.
I miss the Looney Tunes show. I'm like watching a bunch of segments of Lola Bunny and I relate.
yeah.
I was like, wow, there's a guy just walking down the street. He looks just like you. And I'm
You're
about
about
to
to
hit
hit
him.
him.
I bring it up every time somebody mentions that show,
What?
but it's the episode where Daffy gets training from the U.S. military to save bugs from an Al Qaeda base. That is
Yeah,
a
that
fucking episode.
And it's actually like accurate.
And
with
it's
the guns
accurate. The stuff he's used. I can't speak today. The stuff he uses
with
is
dignity
the
and
equipment.
respect.
It's so stupid, and I love it.
It's beautiful. It's art.
I mean, Daffy used to do a lot of military stuff back in
Yeah,
So did
World War
Donald.
II era.
yeah. Donald was a Nazi.
It
Yeah.
was a dream.
It was a dream sequence.
Wait, so are you telling me he dreamed of being a Nazi?
Yeah.
It was a nightmare sequence.
His liberal ass like,
I'll never forget when fucking Donald, Goofy, and Mickey were like fucking slicing bread. And the shit
They were
was-
poor, and it was like paper thin slices
Yeah.
of bread.
Like he like looked through it, he was like drooling and shit. I'm
like,
like,
oh,
damn.
this is everything. Look at
Yeah,
you.
what was it from again?
It was like a World War.
That
I
was
feel it's like a communist one.
no, that was an episode of Big House of Mouse. Or no, I'm almost dead serious. That was it.
They probably showed it, but
That's
not
where
the
I remember
origin
seeing
story.
it from.
Stuff is from House of
Y'all
Onions.
remember?
Are you sure it was the three of them and not just Donald? Because I was also in the was there two that he was in, or was it just the one? I think it was just the one. Yeah, it was just the one Nazi thing. And he went to work too. That was like the one where he woke up.
The Nazis.
Hailing Hitler.
Yeah, but it's actually the statue.
Did you watch like How to Make a Nazi Disney short?
Yeah.
It's really fucking scary. Like
Oh my God.
it's not like
Well,
obviously it's unsupporting, but it's just like really creepy. And it like focuses on like one specific boy who's Aryan and like how he's raised to become a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Is it actually called How to Make a
I think something like that.
Something
How to
like
raise
that.
a Nazi, something like that. And like there's like a list of names that he can't be named because they're like Jewish names, so he can't be named David or Joseph or
You know
something like that.
what's funny is like my class totalitarianism. We're covering the Nazis right now. My teacher was telling us a story about a boy who was Jewish, but because he fit this, like the standard, the Aryan standard, his entire life basically hid in plain sight. And he practiced his religion in secret, but because of the way he looked, he was completely fine. And because of that, his teachers were like, "Oh my God, look at this role model. He's perfect. He's exactly what you want to, strive to be like." But low key, he was like, y'all
Oy
don't
vey.
know. Y'all don't know.
Y'all know that Amanda Stenberg movie where she fucks a Nazi? I'm not gonna let her live that down. It's like the plot of it is that she's like a mixed race German girl. She's like half black, half white, and then like she falls in love with this Hitler Youth kid, and then they fucking have she has a baby.
That one. I
Yeah.
heard about it.
And so her lover gets killed, and then she's like saved by the Americans. It's a really bad movie. And
I've been on like a World War II high ever since we finished Inglourious Basterds.
Glorious
That's a
Bastards is
fun
so
movie.
good.
I need to rewatch it.
That's a fun movie.
It's such a fantastic
I
film.
need to rewatch a lot of movies. I need to rewatch American Psycho because I watched it when I was in the 8th grade before I even understood film theory. So it's like titties.
I want The Day the Clown Cried to come out finally, please. I know Jerry Lewis is dead, so he has no shame. Release it, please.
I don't know.
Release the movie.
Education for
Maybe.
Death. That was the actual title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Angela. But then I gotta rewatch that. I wouldn't mind rewatching Pulp Fiction for like the 50th time.
Of course.
Now I should watch
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I really want to rewatch
Except
the
to
first
finish
30 minutes of Full Metal Jacket because that's the best part of Full Metal Jacket. With the drill sergeant.
You're too slow. Oh my God.
Sorry,
Sorry.
the Sonic energy.
The scene has been ruined by the internet.
What?
Shaun the Hedgehog.
The drill sergeant scene from Full Metal Jacket.
Well, like the whole 30. That's just like
You
one
have a
part.
Sonic energy today. You have your gold rings on.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Is this me?
Live
With the
action
Disney.
Sonic.
Yeah.
You are
That
too
one part's
slow.
been ruined, but like the rest of the movie.
Let me see your war face.
Yeah.
Let me see your war face. How tall are you, Private? 5'9". 5'9". Ain't no they stack shit at that high. Then the homophobic jokes. He's like, you look like you gonna suck a golf ball through a garden hose. I was like, excuse me? Disgusting.
Oh God. You know what's funny in animation class on Tuesday? A bunch of us were just looking up our names and the hedgehog. Just for the shits
Oh,
and
yeah.
giggles.
Oh, that's always so much fun.
You know what's really fun? Type in Florida Man the day you were born.
I did.
What?
That shit's
Let's
fun.
share
Mine
ours.
is- Okay, let's share ours. So what's
Wait,
yours?
I'm gonna do
Mine was Florida man got attacked by a squirrel
I'll search
that was
mine.
trained by his neighbor.
You
No,
get yours.
my
I have yours.
Florida
No, I'll
man
do mine.
trained a squirrel
I wanna
to
do it
attack
again.
his neighbor. That's what happened.
So
So for
mine is Florida man kills someone over imaginary girlfriend.
Mine is Florida Man caught searching for threatened gopher tortoises to eat. Alright.
Let's see. Do I have?
Y'all
Wait,
don't have yours memorized?
I don't
Right?
even know my. Wait. So what do I
Wow.
do? Florida Man and then my.
Type in your birthday.
December.
And it'll like hit you with some shit
Wow.
from 2018.
I don't know if they're
Simi
gonna
was,
give me
Simi
anything.
was born on Christmas.
Dude, I'm
Right.
Jesus. That's what happened.
Let's see what happens.
I think I googled it. Nothing really happened.
Yeah, we googled it, but it was just like a bunch of like the top 2018 Florida man.
2018.
Is
My
that-
birthday's my birthday's legendary.
Yeah, I'm
we
not
all
getting
know.
anything. I just
Yeah.
get the Florida Man challenge.
Right, it's all gunked up now.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's yours.
What does it say?
Alright, you know what? This one's funnier than what I just got. Florida man screaming about vampires allegedly sets fire in his own house.
Ah, what a lifestyle.
When I just searched it right now, I got a pretty funny one.
My
Which
immortal
is,
was quaking.
How
to defeat Cheryl in less than 5 seconds? Mention my immortal.
I got Florida man locks keys in car to keep cops from searching it.
I remember.
Practical.
I remember Julisa's is pretty funny.
It was March 24th.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday to
She
you.
old.
Happy birthday, miss.
We're the same age, Sumi.
Shut the fuck up.
You're older.
You're
Yeah,
older
you two.
than me.
You two were born in '98.
Yeah.
Yes.
we're
You're
old.
November
You're
or
the-
October?
You're the tiger. I was in November.
Yeah,
I think I'm dog.
November, December. I'm December.
You
now.
were born in '98, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
So
both-
you're the same as them.
Was it October?
No, he's December.
Oh, I
Oh wait,
see.
December
I'm
1.
older.
30th.
Oh shit, dude, I'm like 5 years older than him.
5. Wow.
5 days. Shit.
Oh,
December
the one that Cheryl
25th.
said was Julisa's.
Jealous.
mine?
Jealous.
Yeah, Julisa's a squirrel attacks Florida man rodent was raised by neighbor.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
This is like mine.
There was a similar one to that where a Florida woman trained like a pack of squirrels to like hunt down her ex.
Dude, this is mine.
No,
with,
mine
like,
was the
guinea
same
pigs.
one.
Like she would train her guinea pig to attack folks. That blind Fetty Wap guinea pig. I love her so much. Well, yeah, my guinea
Sean,
pig's
mine was
blind
the
in
same
one
one.
eye, so we call her Fetty
Yeah.
Wap.
The same
That's
exact.
horrible.
Yeah.
I know.
It was
Horrible people.
trained.
Thank you.
Whatever was raised by neighbor.
I want to have a
my
John
goodness,
Candy
she
marathon.
fine, wonderful,
I like
she
John
fine.
Candy. He's a cool dude.
I'm not opposed to that.
I want candy, actually.
John
Actually,
Candy
let
is
me not
amazing.
have candy.
I wouldn't even mind watching
I
Cool
want
Runnings again.
candy.
Shit.
Bum, bum, bum.
I want candy.
Sugar. Dun, 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 dun.
Honey,
I keep bumping into that Simpsons meme.
Me too, it's my
Yeah.
favorite meme.
Do do do
Do,
do
do,
do.
do, you are my candy.
I still want some milk.
Shit, you need some milk?
No,
We'll get
Does anybody in here care about Star Wars?
Not really.
No?
What?
No, because Star Wars.
Just
Anybody
that
here
what
care
about
about Star Wars?
DMC?
Apparently-
Disney, so who cares?
Okay, so some promotional like material got leaked today, and if it's true, Rey has a pretty bomb ass outfit.
Oh,
It's like a solid white Jedi outfit. It's pretty bomb.
But the OP of this group chat is a Trekkie, so Star Trek rules.
Nothing's happening with Star Trek.
Thank you.
Any of those?
We have way more fucking content than fucking Star Wars. I don't give a fuck. Star
Congratulations!
Wars
It's
is
just people standing on a ship talking.
good.
it's gonna be here with my serial
That
theories
could
and
be
my
interesting,
conspiracy
though.
theories.
Yeah, but
It
any of
can
those characters
be.
got yams though. They got ass.
What?
Silent.
I like Bones and Spock. All right, just give me my science
Does
boys.
anybody have ass in that?
I don't
Yeah.
like people's asses when I watch.
I do.
No,
Captain
William
Marvel
Shatner
got no
fucked a lot of
yams.
people in
Any
that
of the
show.
Avengers
Apparently,
got yams.
wasn't he
Wait,
like?
wait,
Wasn't he
Avengers?
like the starship captain that like
Wait,
fucked a
Avengers
lot?
got
Yeah.
You're like fucking
Scarlett
alien
Johansson
bitch.
got booty.
Yeah.
Who else?
That's why I'm asked.
The
Thanos
Hulk.
got
Bucky.
booty.
Bucky.
Bucky does have yams.
Didn't he punch a woman?
Let's
The
be real.
Hulk.
Back in the good days when you could beat a woman.
Ragnarok.
Murphy.
No, it's Ragnarok. Ragnarok showed us that Hulk has yams.
Sorry, we're just concluding that certain Avengers have booty. So Bucky, Captain America, Black Widow, Black Panther,
Anything black.
I guess Hulk.
I mean, if you look at those pictures of Tom Holland compared to,
But Tom Holland's a child. In
but
that.
he's got a
We're not gonna-
nice
we're not-
ass
we're not
compared
gonna
to
put
what's her name?
Captain
Tom-
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel got negative yams. She
21.
got no.
He's over
It's concave.
She has a nice booty in the comics, but man, it's sad.
It
But, like,
disappeared. It
It's
just-
sad
the
when a
person-
child has more of an
Well,
ass
when
than you do.
Thanos snapped, it was gone. That's what
Yeah.
happened. I love how people are saying that, like, the way they're gonna beat Thanos is Ant-Man going up his ass.
I hate the internet. I really do.
Yo, when I saw that fucking woman running through that red tunnel, I was like, please don't be an Ant-Man meme. Please don't be an Ant-Man meme. Lo and behold, I open it. This is
I
what
mean,
it's
we
gonna
were
look
just
like Ant-Man
talking
runs to Thanos' asshole.
He hits his pancreas.
Thanos'
He hits his
face.
pancreas.
Thanos' face. when he
If the
pushes
Russo
his
brothers are
asshole,
smart-
I've seen Ant-Man for a few minutes.
If the Russo brothers are smart, they'll kill Ant-Man in the first 15
No.
minutes.
He'll probably just snap and get rid of his ass.
I wouldn't be surprised. I hope that they do what you've been
Just
saying is
builds up
that
his
they
shit
like
3 times
severely
and then he
injure
gets
Ant-Man.
Because they did it. Because I will say it like this: X-Men, the new X-Men movies, like Days of Future Past and onward, did it really well. Where Quicksilver was just stupidly overpowered because he just moved so fast. So everybody
And then fucking-
during Apocalypse, everybody's like, "How does Apocalypse beat
What?
Quicksilver?"
Drink that milk.
His eyes start moving so fast he can track his movements. Like Thanos has the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Ant-Man doesn't stand a chance.
Why
He
goes
controls.
up his ass.
How's he gonna get that close?
Itchy. How are you gonna focus on the mission if your ass itch?
Like, how is it? Like,
You ever try to make
how-
quick decisions with
how
an itchy
Thanos
ass?
see that coming? How can he just be like,
Right. He'd be like, no,
you know what? Ant-Man's
He
gonna crawl
controls
out my ass.
reality.
Would he really? He would be like, yeah, there's no way they shoved
But
a picture up
technically,
my
could
ass.
it?
Right?
I feel like Paul Rudd is really good at going subatomic now.
Yeah, so he'll
Like-
subatomic his way up his ass. That's how it's
He'll
gonna
like
work.
go.
You guys are the people that ruined Infinity War.
You know, but if Thanos can really can see
Oh, he
all
hits
of
his
reality and
prostate.
whatever, then we wouldn't have a movie. So
Hold
obviously
on,
he can't
hold
see
on.
everything for the sake of the plot.
If he hits his prostate, he's gonna be.
No, you don't get the
Pops a
mic.
boner like, oh.
Stop.
You just gotta
Stop.
butter up
All
his
the power
pooper and
comes
he's-
out. His magical sperm.
Oh my god.
Cheryl.
know.
Sperm itself is
You know,
magic.
this was funny, but then you like
It makes
took
it last so on the
Stop! Stop! Enough!
Zach, that's gay.
Any more theories?
I'm not gonna be able to kick her out next year.
Oh my god, you're right. Alexa,
Get a
play
muzzle.
Despacito.
I'm excited for next year.
Get like a ball gag.
Yeah, next year's looking pretty hopeful, pretty bright and shiny. Shiny and new. All y'all gonna be having Frank, and then me and Cher gonna have Mario.
Mario.
Mario!
We're sad. We're good.
I'm
Yeah.
born.
Let's get it.
I'm alive.
I'm bored.
You want Ralph?
Where's that?
I'm your
It's like
brother.
that.
I'm
It's
your
brightness
brother.
there.
Do they just give out?
I love that YouTube channel. And all that crap that guy
I don't
puts
think
out is
so. They
hysterical.
do ice cream.
Remember Super Larva
I need
Bros?
to get-
You didn't want to watch it?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he made the Gorefield videos.
I'm born.
Is this what air tastes like?
It burns.
It
Hey,
burns.
Cheryl, Sean.
Children,
I
knock
don't
it
give a damn who
off.
started it. I'll fucking finish it.
We will turn this podcast around.
Finish him.
Kiana, turn this podcast around.
I don't know,
Right?
Cheryl, like, Final Smash is just a really bad joke. And everyone's just,
Everybody just
Cringe,
obliterates
yeah.
off the fucking.
she'll be like Thanos' asshole, everyone's just gone or some shit.
My final smash would be disappointment.
I don't know what mine is. Probably just be fucking, I guess some nice tea or some shit.
You'll turn into a
You
furry.
play one of those pop
What
punk
the fuck?
songs.
You turn into a
I
Funko
joined
Pop.
it.
Bass boost.
If
fucking-
what?
For the G note.
What?
If we what?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'll
like-
just blast Welcome to the Black Parade and everyone just...
Wait. Amanda's final smash is that she reveals her Tumblr, but it's so horrific that it just obliterates everybody on the stage. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Sean's, like, Mickey Mouse just comes in and murks you.
No, his is Peaches Smash, which is just dance and everyone goes to sleep.
Mickey
Or
Mickey
Eon.
Mouse comes in and extends the length of copyright.
What would be
Cease
your
and
final
desist
smash,
letter.
Ryan?
Disney owns everything now, so.
True.
Yeah, they own entertainment.
Yep, they're good at
I love
monopolize
mega
entertainment.
corporations.
I can't wait for them to swallow Viacom whole and then make their way to the
Downtown.
big boy Warner Brothers.
Oh, God.
Yo,
It's
then-
over.
Then,
It's over.
Then Who
They
Framed
own Six Flags.
Then Who Framed Roger Rabbit would officially be a Disney movie,
Oh, that's
which
true.
would make me angry.
Could be a Disney princess. Hey.
The Xenomorph Queen is now a Disney princess, and I honestly think that's the best thing that's come out of this.
Is everything
Say what you will.
Disney princess?
Yes, Disney is slowly becoming a monopoly. They pretty much are a monopoly.
I want to be a
They
Disney.
are.
I don't want
They
to be a
need to
Disney.
stop.
But if this means I'm gonna get some Marvel Alien comics, I'm pretty happy about that.
Ugh.
When
I
they
bow
put-
to our overlords.
When they bought Lucasfilm, I was pretty happy about that because we got a really good Star Wars comics run. It's bad in context, but I guess for the consumer, it's kind of okay.
It's also bad because you're not gonna get like more like risky or like more inclusive films or anything. 'Cause they don't
Sony
take
Animation
risks.
say this?
They don't risk. They don't take risks.
No, they won't.
That's dope.
Isn't that so funny?
That's hot.
Yes.
I can't
I
wait
never
till they own.
realized.
It's
Emoji
raining
Movie.
sideways.
I want Disney to own Emoji Movie.
Shut the fuck up. We don't
Stop.
speak about that curse.
Come on now.
That
They're
curse.
gonna get Sony eventually.
Aren't they gonna make a sequel?
The meme movie.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Apparently, the sequel's supposed to be meme movie.
No.
Which is basically Wreck-It Ralph 2.
No.
No, it's going to
leave
be-
memes
I cannot-
where they belong.
It's going to be Wreck-It Ralph 2, except not
You think
good.
they're gonna put in a bye, Felicia?
No.
You think
I
they're
want
gonna put that
E-Boy.
in?
I mean, like, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was like
I love how that
Okay.
shit was Oscar nominated because there really wasn't that much animated content this year. Let's be honest.
Right.
That's why I'm not saying the I really wish Spider-Verse had like a run for its money. Like I wish there was like that one film. Yeah, that was just like, oh my gosh, it might be down to it.
That only film was incredible.
Yeah, this was the only one that could win.
Yeah. I mean, look, everyone.
It was up
thinks
against sequels.
Most people.
Yeah.
It was up
that's why
against
I'm
sequels.
tired of all the sequels.
I'm tired of sequels. I'm tired of reboots. I really don't want
Dora
to
the
see the
Explorer.
alive.
Oh, let's talk about it.
No,
last
we
minute
got
of the
4
podcast.
minutes.
Yeah, we
We're
got-
not gonna waste that shit on Dora
I
the
will.
fucking Explorer.
No, the more I saw, like,
Danny Trejo's boots. If that's not enough to make you want to go see that
He
movie.
doesn't even wear boots though.
If Machete is playing boots.
No,
Does
that's
that?
I don't give a damn.
Where's his fucking boots?
Where is Swiper?
the more and more people.
Swiper's in the movie. Swiper is casted. They have somebody for Swiper.
I have not seen the image.
Because they're it's like Sonic. They're
I know.
saving it. They're saving it.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
It's like how they don't show the horror movie monster.
Yeah, it's
Like-
gonna be Swiper with boots is boots.
Like, the more I see the cast.
Yeah, how do you know
the
Swiper
more-
just didn't steal boots as boots?
The more I see the cast, the more I kind of want to see this movie. Kinda. I mean, I'm kind of stuck with Detective Pikachu for my birthday. I'm gonna keep saying
it's
that
good,
because I
it's-
don't want to see it.
It's oh.
I don't want to see a lot of movies that are coming out. Huh?
From Kim Possible movie.
Shut up.
Yo, have you seen the
You're
CGI on
impossible.
Boots though? It looks kind of head ass.
It's okay. It's
Yeah,
creepy.
it
Did you
looks
see
fine.
how great Detective Pikachu
It's the
looks
same-
though? Like all these other video game movies coming. Like how does Sonic look like such
I know.
garbage?
I haven't
Yet
seen
look
the
at like some of the
animation yet.
designs on some
Well,
of
I
the
can tell you
Pokemon.
one thing. Cheryl wants to fuck Mr. Mime.
That
so-
is not what's happening, Sumi.
Guys,
Have
new
your own
conspiracy theory. Is Cheryl fucking Mr. Mime? Hey, what's up?
That's
you guys?
Ash's
Yeah.
dad. I would never do that. I'm not a homewrecker.
You sure you don't want to raise the very best that no one ever wanted?
Arcanine
Be
looks
10
so great in
forever.
that movie, and
Can
I'm
you
very
imagine
excited.
looking at this Mr. Mime as Ash and being like, "You're my father"?
Just to pay child support, like forever.
How? How is he gonna pay child support?
I don't know. Get that Pokemon
He'd
money.
be like, "Mr. Mime."
Detective
Bullshit.
Pikachu might be my movie of the year.
You think Mr.
I'm,
Mime?
Unless
I'm
Endgame blows it
advocating-
out of the
I'm also
water.
advocating for Detective Pikachu Sonic
You
live
also want
action.
to fuck Gardevoir.
That's not what I said. I asked a simple question that I will not ask on the podcast.
She was asking
That's
if
not
it's
what I
legal.
said.
If Pokemon were real, would it be legal to screw them? I said no.
Depends
They're
on it
animals.
depends on the Pokemon. Depends
No,
on the
they're
Pokemon.
all animals.
Depends
No,
on
it
the
depends
Pokemon.
on if they have human level intelligence and are able to
They're
like.
still animals.